We made it. What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Man, this is a huge thing. I don't want to talk too much before. I'll talk after. I'll leave it for the end. For those who have seen it, please don't spoil it in the comments. Be considerate. Um, I'm really excited to get to this. Like this is never gonna happen again. You know, like Revenge of the Sith was pretty much the end for us about 15 years ago, and now we get to kind of relive that from a different angle. So it's a completely different experience. Before we begin, how are you all doing? Hope you're having a good night. I'm not going to be showing the episode, of course, because that would be illegal. But I am going to be. It's going to be kind of strange. So you'll be watching it. I'll be watching it, and I have it muted so that you can't hear it. Nothing. Disney won't. Obviously get any copyright. Um, and all will be good. So what I'm going to do is, if you go to my website, you can have a time set up a timer there. I've linked it down below, and we can just start, and it'll count, as to where I am, and you can, come back to this video if you want someday, or all right now, and start at the same time and sync up, to the reactions of what I'm seeing and what you're seeing based on the stopwatch here. Anything else I'm forgetting before we begin? What's going on? All right. I'm not going to look at chat. I'm not going to read super chats or look at chat really while we are streaming, because I just want to be into the episode. So yeah, also big sale on the website, all merch till the 9th. So use that May 4th code in the description below. All right, I just want to get started, dude. Let's do this. I'm going full screen. And let's go. Hold up. Okay, let's go. Part 4. Victory and Death. Oh, wow. Jesus. Oh. Oh man. Oh no. Wow. That was cool. Oh my god, it's like the Force Unleashed. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, here we go. Oh my god. Oh. I don't really know what to say. I kind of thought I'd like afterwards I'd be like pumped up, like whoa, oh my god. That was insane, dude. Like I was holding back tears at the end. That was like I'm just processing it all. Jesus. Sorry, I really don't know what to say. Um, this is really heavy. It's really heavy, man. I'm gonna read your super chats and we can go over it. Jeez, that was dark. The ending was really dark. Just seeing that, like, last time we saw Anakin, he was like so excited to see Ahsoka, and he gave her lightsabers, and she's like, "Good luck," and he just like turns around, like does like a little smile, and then to see him, what has become of him, it's really a tragedy. It's really a tragic story, and him igniting her lightsaber at the end. I mean, I can only imagine what he was going through, what he's thinking. Like, what have I done? Like, literally, everything now is irreversible completely. I know a lot of people are going to say, like, oh, and I wish we saw stuff in the temple as well, but this, I'm glad that they didn't even touch that, because it was perfect the way it was, and to touch that would be to kind of mess up what George already created. And like I remember going to the theaters and seeing Revenge of the Sith. I remember sitting there and watching it, and I remember leaving the theater, and I was 14 years old or 15 years old, and I felt the exact same way as I do now, like just very quiet and just processing everything. It's incredible what movies and animation and stories can do to you. Like it's so. I'm getting emotional. I think like it's the episode's starting to settle in, man. Like it's just his wife's gone. His wife's dead. His best friend pretty much left him to die. Killed younglings. His apprentice, who's also his like best friend, is gone. He doesn't know where she is, but he knows that she's alive. So it's like, is he gonna go on a hunt for her now? Because we've never really seen that, except in Rebels and all that. But that image of Vader walking away and the reflection of the helmet was just insane. I seriously think Dave Filoni is very, very worthy of as the highest position for storytelling in Lucasfilm that there is. I think he's him and his team really do amazing work. It's I find like, and I don't know. Yeah, sure, I've made a fan film or whatever, and like I've really tried to study, making movies and whatever from my limited experience, and it's very easy to get a reaction if there's a lot of action and this and that, but when you have a reaction at the end of a film or a piece or whatever, where you're just kind of like sitting and internally trying to process everything, I think that's art. I think that's really to be able to elicit that emotion within someone is really cool. Anyways, I'll get to the breakdown, but before I do, there are a ton of super chats. Thank you guys, appreciate that. I'm going to start at the top, and this might take a long time. We might just hang out, a lot of us. There's about 8,000 of you here right now, which is really cool. I don't know how many of you were here as the peak concurrent, but that's sweet. If you could all hit like, that'd be cool. It does help. It does help the channel. Liam Bishop says you're the best YouTuber. Well, I'm glad you think so. But that's, I don't know, that's very subjective. Thank you, though. I do my best. Actually, I don't even do my best. I'm just me. And if you like it, great. Charlie says, giant thank you to George Lucas and Dave Filoni. Let's do this. Yeah, George Lucas is... Jeez, man, like... None of this would be here without him. I love that little Starkiller Force Unleashed scene that they put in there. I bet Sam probably had something to do with that. I'm just going to go out on a limb and guess. You guys know which one I'm talking about, right? Donut Films, thank you. Victory and death. Puh. No one won here. No one but the Emperor. Yeah, there was no victory. I think it's from the Emperor's point of view. Speaking of the Emperor, check this out. I thought it was fitting to wear that for right now. Designed by the talented Eli Hyder, Venomous. Jordan says, what time is it where you live? I'm in Washington State, so I still have an hour and 20 minutes till I can watch the finale. Really? I thought it would come out in an hour, hour and a half, but my buddy messaged me and said it's already out at like 10 o'clock. So it's 11:06 p.m. What's the timer for? I just came. Love your content. It made my Star Wars and campaign, D&D campaign amazing. Right on, dude. Thanks for being awesome. Star Wars 3, love the videos. Thank you, Wilson. Aztec Eagle sends $50. Thanks, man. Bro, I've been watching since 2016. Going off to USAF boot camp on June 16th. Love your channel and I've always been a fan. Much love, family. Dude, good luck on boot camp. Have fun. Be safe. And kick some butt. Harrison Jolly. Vader, a simp. Imagine taking a girl's saber. Shake my head. Yeah. He's just probably like somewhere in his collection. He's like turned into Grievous. Maybe when you turn into mechanical, you're like, just turn into the general himself. Lando says, Rise, my friend. Thank you for doing this theory. Hey, thank you guys for joining, man. I didn't know that many of you would join. That's really cool. Like I said, I'll probably tweet about it as to how many were here in at the highest, the peak concurrent, which would be pretty cool. Once I end the stream, I'll know the stats. Well, actually, I can check right now. Oh, no, I can't. That's okay. Whatever. Continues we shall. Get ready for the feels, man. Get ready for the feels. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm still processing. I'm going to watch it once again when I shut off the stream here. Then I can write out the breakdown. I've already seen it. Lol. Good. I'm super excited. Hey, what's going on, Will? Okay, thoughts? I'm super late, but thoughts, fam? Yeah, you just got them. Hey, Star Wars Theory, I've been watching since 2017. It's been a good journey. I guess you've seen me comment on your videos from time to time. Keep up the good work, and always may the Force be with you. May the Force be with you, Mark. Glad you're tuning in, buddy. Aiden says, so happy to watch this with everyone. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. Hey, in about 52 minutes, it'll be May the 4th, which is pretty cool. What's your favorite Star Wars comic book? I like the one where Qui-Gon almost turns to the dark side, where Tal is killed, his love interest, his girlfriend, and it's a good one. It's cool. That or the one where Vader turns his crystal red. I love that one. Oh, they're sweet. You look bored out of your skull, Star Wars Theory. No, man, that's just... there's a thing with, like, making reaction videos, and I'm not a traditional YouTuber in the sense where, I'm going to be all like, oh, my God, no, oh, no. Like, I just want to watch. Like, no one does that when they're at home watching. And if you do, well, good for you, I guess. But how I watch stuff is I sit there and I watch it. That's it, So, sorry if it was a boring reaction. Thank you for the great content. I'm about to watch it myself. May the 4th be with you. Right on, Sky. Psych. My dude, Star Wars Theory, you're a legend in this community. Your content is out of this galaxy. Thanks for being an amazing teacher. May the Force be with you. Thank you, Matt. I don't know what I've taught you, but all right. Isaiah says, hey, Star Wars Theory, pumped. Super pumped. Thanks for everything you've done for the fandom. Thanks, buddy. Dude, I still can't get that image out of my head Vader with the blue saber, with the Ahsoka saber. In the last moment, he left a bit of Anakin behind. Well, I think Anakin was always in there. He was just kind of trapped and buried beneath everything. Jurassic Zach. Oh, hey, what up, buddy? What's going on, dude? Thank you for the $50. It's very generous, man. Hope you're well. Jurassic Zach did some of the props for episode 1. Ahsoka's personal and prototype R7 unit is dead. R7A7 is dead. As an Astromech fan, this is so sad. That was a pretty sad scene. Hey, Star Wars Series, super pumped. Thanks for everything you've done. Hey, thank you, dude. Kevin Kiner. What does that mean? In the last moment, he left a bit of Anakin. When Vader found the saber, I teared up a little, not gonna lie, dude. Who didn't? Don't worry, we all had the same reaction. Hopefully we get another season in the form of Lost Episodes season again. That'd be great. Son of Dathomir, hey. Boba Fett, Cad Bane, same here. It was a great emotional ending, especially with Vader at the end. That's how he knew. Trail Shredder says, dude, 2008, 2010. Thanks, brother. Dude. What? Just like Anakin's story, Ahsoka is also a tragedy. It is. To me, was a bit of mediocre for my taste, really. So, yeah, I could see where you would say that is that you would basically want more action and stuff, but this one, it really covered Ahsoka and Rex and Maul's side of Order 66, because the rest has already been told. As cool as it would be, to see Anakin just inside the temple, but I feel like that would it would mess around with what George did almost, right? Because he didn't put that in there, so that was his vision. It's hard to describe how to feel after all that. I agree. The stuff with Rex killed me. Yeah. Yeah, when he saw his brothers were turned against him. You can see Anakin Skywalker and Vader there. Yeah, for the last time, just for a little bit. I just finished it. Wow. Just wow. Yeah. So what's up, Nick? Will, thank you. Lil King, what do you think happened to the Bad Batch? And dude, this makes The Rise of Skywalker so, so amazing. Yeah. Rise of Skywalker? How does this tie into the... Do you mean the originals? Anyways. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the Bad Batch. That's the thing, is I think they all probably removed their chips or never really... I don't know. That's interesting. Dude, could you imagine the Bad Batch executing Order 66? Jesus. Chin up, Theory. We will recover together. I teared up for Rex when he said they don't care. And bro got me so bad how the clones were wearing Ahsoka's paint on their helmets while trying to execute Order 66 so powerful. It really was. $100 from Wilson. Jeez, it was super heavy. I honestly want some spin-off so bad. It's very sad with Anakin and Ahsoka, and with her parallel with Rebels was interesting. It was sad to lose her whole company, especially Jesse. It definitely hit hard. Thank you so much for your channel. Oh, thanks, man. Seeing Jesse turn was... I mean, seeing them all turn because they're clones is terrible, but Jesse, because we connected with him, and we know, Tamal even, tortured him, mind probed him, and then now he's turned. It's you just feel bad for them. It's not under their control anymore. I'm really disappointed this episode isn't longer. It was really quick, yeah. Yeah, I went through the whole credits pretty much, and it was only 22 minutes. You could sort of see his eyes at the end, extra sad. Vader's eyes? Like Anakin's eyes through Vader's mask? Let me see this. Oh, well, I'll check it later. It'd be cool if I could show you, but I'm still crying, man. Thanks for all the great content. Keep up the great work, bro. May the 4th be with you from Canada. Right on, dude. Fellow Canadian. Thanks, Cryptic. Hey, Star Wars Theory, do you think the stormtroopers we see at the end are clone troopers? Yeah, obviously some time has passed there since, everything's snowy. So I'm going to guess... And Vader's got a saber, so that's probably a good bit after Revenge of the Sith. That part. So, I don't know how far. I mean, that's something Dave Filoni could explain maybe, but it's past the Vader comics, I think. At least to the point where he has his lightsaber, so. Wait, so are we still getting one more episode? No, that's it, man. I'm shook, man. The final installment of the Skywalker saga was a true masterpiece. Like Sam Witwer said, I'm on the floor. Thanks for all you do, Theory. Hey, thank you, Italian Stallion. One of your videos got me interested in Star Wars. Thank you so much. Hey, I'm glad I could help. At what point did you think Obi-Wan was fighting Anakin? And when will you do your What If Ahsoka was in the temple? Love your What If series. I'd love to get back to that. I think Obi-Wan was fighting Anakin at some point. Probably when... I don't know. I wish we kind of knew, but probably when Ahsoka was falling out of the ship. It's probably when. Maybe around that time. Something like that. And then they time jump, right? He took Ahsoka's saber. Does he keep it? I wonder. I'm sure he does something with it, man. Probably keeps it. At what point do you think Obi-Wan... Thank you so much for everything. Love from New Zealand. Oh, dude, cool. I've been a Star Wars fan since I was a kid, and this last ride was emotional. Love you, bro. Your content is beautiful. I'm really glad we could all be here, and there's still 7,200 of you. That's really awesome, you guys. I love this community, man. Seriously. This is the last time we can do this for something that ties into Revenge of the Sith like this. Knowing Ahsoka's story and Maul's story, this is going to be a relic in time. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to read it out loud, then congrats on the channel. You're amazing, but I wonder if those were clones at the end or if it was after they were all phased out. Yeah, that's a good question. I think a lot of them were clones because in the end, Sidious just wanted numbers. He didn't care about their training anymore, and that's why he got stormtroopers. But there were still a lot of clones in the army, in the Empire. And they were actually responsible for a lot of the training for the new stormtroopers that would come in. But, you know, of course, because they had that accelerated aging, they died. When is the last seen Vader in the timeline? Yeah, I don't know. It's a good time jump. Rest in peace, Jesse. I felt my heart when I saw his helmet at the end. Your reaction was almost identical to mine. Also, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thanks, Charles. Lucas' biggest strength was painting the big picture. Filoni definitely brought focus up to the emotional details. A hugely satisfying conclusion. I really loved it. Like, after you see something, you're just sitting there and you're, like, dumbfounded. You don't really know what to say. Because I'm not just going to, like, BS you guys and give you, emotion. Like, oh, my God, wow. That's so annoying. It's so fake. So when you're just sitting there and you don't really know what to do or what to say, I think that's when it's legit. At least for the most part. What happened to the Bad Batch? Yeah, I'd like to find out. Happy May 4th, Theory. Happy May 4th, Steven. Really wish this episode was longer, but it was all amazing. They should have shown a derobed Maul. Hashtag derobed in the chat. Been a fan since the beginning, buddy. We love you. I love you too. Do you think Lucasfilm will do a series based on the aftermath of the Jedi Purge, like within the first 100 days? Or maybe Ahsoka first joining Fulcrum? It's possible, man. Like, I think they're going to make another animated series after this. When Vader looks up at Ahsoka's owl, you can 100% see his eyes. I guess when Vader and Ahsoka interact, we get a bit of Anakin coming out. What do you think, Theory? Love you, bro. Happy May 4th. Yeah, there's definitely Anakin in there, but he obviously suppresses it and reinforces Vader more, as we saw in Malachor in Rebels. Wish it was longer, says Lusty. If the Kenobi series will happen after Order 66, it'd be cool if him and Ahsoka cross paths. It will be after Order 66. Now imagine how much more emotional it would have been if Rebels wasn't out yet and we didn't know how things would end for Ahsoka and Rex. It would be very emotional. It would be very kind of tense because we wouldn't know. From the UK here, been up all evening for this, had the same reaction as you, bro. What did you think about Anakin and Revenge of the Sith and Ahsoka both cutting holes in the ground? I thought that was the coolest. That's why my reaction was so over the top. I was like, that's so cool. Do you think Ahsoka knows Anakin turned back? And what do you think went through Vader's mind when he found a saber? No, she doesn't know. She has no clue, right? So she finds out in Rebels in the ship when she senses that that's Anakin. Saw it about 7 hours ago, but I cried so much. Appreciate you, bro. Help me through some stuff. Hey, thanks, Johnny. We all go through stuff, man. It's all good. I live in Oregon. It came out at 8:30 p.m. It caught me by surprise. Yeah, dude, it wasn't supposed to be out for another hour. The season of Clone Wars really felt like Star Wars. I haven't felt this way since episode 3. Your thoughts? Exactly my thoughts. I haven't felt like this since episode 3. I now have to watch episodes 1 and 2, the entire Clone Wars series up until Anakin and Obi-Wan leave to save Padme, then watch Revenge of the Sith. Glad they didn't do anything outside the Rex, Ahsoka, and clones because this series was their stories since they weren't really in the movies. I agree. Man, that was a deep, deep conclusion. Once again, love that you had this watch party idea. It was awesome to watch it with you. Would you guys type 1 in the chat if you guys would want me to do this for The Mandalorian when it comes out for each episode? Just throw like a little timer up, a little stopwatch kind of thing, and we can all just sync it together for those who want to. These are fun. I like them. They're cool. Is your opinion on Rise of Skywalker still the same? I still like it. Yeah, I still like it. I think I've said my piece on the Rise of Skywalker. I don't need to go back there. I'm in tears. Makes Anakin's story even sadder. The last scene would have made an amazing after credit scene to Revenge of the Sith. Yeah. It would have been. That scene at the end was after Revenge of the Sith, I'm pretty sure. I just wonder how emotional we would have been if we had known what happened in the Ahsoka novel and Rebels. Yeah. Now that you're all here, 7,500 of you, go make sure if you haven't, check out my Instagram. I love interacting with you guys. It's just at Star Wars Theory. Very easy to find. So make sure you do that. And Twitter at SWTheory66. There's just so much weight just for that one episode, and it will stay with us forever. And that's the beauty of it, is that they knocked it out of the park. Dave did such a fantastic job in writing this and, stringing along all the little pieces and all the emotion that came with it. And they can't change it. It's great. It's done. Like, this is how it is now. It's I couldn't be happier. Go back to the ending scene. You can see Anakin's eyes in Vader's visor. Dude, no way. Let me see this. I gotta see this now. That's the second comment about this. Am I muted here? Okay, yeah, muted. All right. Whoa, can you? Hold up. Oh my God. Jesus. You can. That's crazy. Jesus. Pause it at 2049. You can. That's. Wow. That's really cool. Thanks, Bjorn Tien. Bjorn Burnt. Burnt. His name's Burnt. It's funny. Vader. Burnt. Bro, I was crying when Vader showed up. What got me teared up was when she pulled off Rex's helmet. So thankful Filoni was able to do season 7 for us. Such a gifted guy. He really is. I felt exactly the same. Left me totally speechless. F's in the chat for R7A7, man. Yeah, poor droid. Wow, it was a really good ending to the series. Ending is so emotional, you can't help it. End of an era, Vader, and at the end was a nice touch, but made what a sad ending to his character. Epic ride. Could you do this again with originals or prequels? Is that something you guys want? Hit the like button if that's something you want. I want to see that like button go up. If that's something you want, let me know. Type 1 or hit like or both. We can do a watch along for the entire prequels, originals, sequels. We can go through the whole Mando again. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah. That'd be kind of fun. Just get some popcorn going, a couple sodas. Yeah, I'd be down for that. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right. Where are we at here? Now that it's all over, what's next? Would you prefer New Republic era or Old Republic era to be the next? Old Republic, I would say. Definitely. Just screenshot the image of Vader in the helmet and set it as my wallpaper. Awesome episode. Awesome show, awesome channel. Thanks for putting the spirit of Star Wars back in my life. Hey, thanks, Richard. That's very kind of you. New member, Sam Wise Gamgee, 3. Thanks, dude. The Milkman says 1. Do you think Yoda knew Ahsoka survived later on? If he did, we got no mention of it. Love you, bro. And who's higher as rank, Jesse or Rex? Rex. He was a commander. Loving all your contents. This was legit the coolest story arc ever. Keep up the great work. Happy May 4th from South Korea. Wow. Hope you're well. Staying safe. Hell, rewatch season 7 on live stream. I'm down. Oh, okay. Hello, when is the next Vader episode? I'm a big fan. Yeah, that's a video I'm going to have to make and address some things. Do you wonder what happened to Dogma? He's the only one of the 501st whose story wasn't fully fleshed out. We know what happened to the rest. Yeah. Maybe they'll, have backstories for these guys. Bittersweet started with Clone Wars as a kid in 2008 and felt like this was a great ending. Do you think we'll get to see any Imperial clones in future animated content? Maybe. What happened to younglings from season 5? Like Gungi? Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Watch a Revenge of the Sith after this episode. Yeah, we should watch Revenge. Dude, this really touched me, bro. Big fan. Been watching for you for a year. And this really was like Revenge of the Sith. It really was. That's why I'm glad I got to react to it with you guys, because this is literally the last thing. Like, no one thought this would happen, right? So it's cool. Star Wars Theory, best Star Wars YouTube channel. Thanks, man. This final season of Clone Wars proves that Dave Filoni needs to have a much bigger role in Star Wars. Yes, he does. I mean, do you think she knows Vader turned back? No, she doesn't know. Vader looks better on the Clone Wars, on TCS, than he does in... He looks better here than Rebels, yeah. They all look kind of odd in Rebels, like the lightsabers and everything. Do you think we're ever going to find out what happened with Gregor and Wolf during this time? I don't know, man. That's the thing, is they never really explained that. And I kind of wish they would have, but I bet you we're going to find out in some other medium of maybe another animation or something. Maybe the next animation is going to be, before Rebels, after Clone Wars. Love from Scotland. Excited to see where we go now. Like, I mean, they probably saw how much people want to see Vader between episode 3 and 4, right? Case in point, the fan film. So many people showed interest in that timeline. So I would be surprised if they didn't go and capitalize on, showing all of the cool lore that can come from that time between 3 and 4 in an animated series, before Rebels. Bruh, this is too much to take in. This was something we all loved and understood. Gone. What do you think, Star Wars Theory? What will be the future of the saga? More animations. I think that's what's going to happen. We got a tweet that I covered in Rule of Two with Mark, and they said, if you keep enjoying these animations, then we're going to keep making more. So I hope they do. You should make the 501st helmet symbol as a new member icon. That would be so cool. I'm a big fan of yours. Going to get some May the 4th merch. Right on, Josh. Do you think Luke got a hold of Ahsoka's saber? That's interesting. There's a whole arc of slew of stories that we got to get with Luke between episodes 6 and 7 that I'm waiting for them to make into a series or something. I've been a fan since the beginning, buddy. Thank you for everything. My dad and I were in the theater for the Revenge of the Sith. Didn't see him much anymore, but I got to watch this with my son. Love you. That's cool, man. Love you too, bro. The screenshot potential is awesome, and hi from a fellow British Columbian. Right on, dude. Never forget the end of the war. You are my favorite Star Wars YouTuber. Continue the hard work, and thank you. Oh, man, it's not hard work when you love what you do. Thanks, Angus. I just went back and saw the scene where Vader grabs her saber and you can see his eyes. Crazy thing is they aren't orange. Looked like Anakin was struggling there. All right, and that's the thing. That's something I wanted to touch on in the fan film too, is that he wavers, right? During this period, he's constantly on and off. So it's not permanent like Sidious. Remember when Jesse got reasoned with Rex? I was wondering could the clones be reasoned with? Yeah, that's cool. It's like they're still there in their heads. They're still them, but they just now think that the Jedi have done something so atrocious that they need to die now. So I think that's how we can explain the clones. Do you think Maul's arc is over? No, far from it. Who's higher, Jesse as an ARC trooper or Rex? I think Rex. What do you guys think? Type 1 for Rex, type 2 for Jesse. Thanks for being such an awesome dude. I still remember being a kid and watching the Clone Wars for the first time. It's crazy to think it's all over. I don't think it's over, buddy. I think they're going to continue making like another spin-off or something like that. You know what I mean? Love your content. To be honest, I love some of your sillier stuff. Like, what if Anakin didn't like sand? Would love to see more of that in the future. Right on. Okay. Okay. What happened to Ahsoka's other saber? I think she dropped it in the barge of the Venator. End of an era. What was that bird at the end? I think the bird... Remember in Rebels we saw the owl, which a lot of people signified as Ahsoka, or, you know, correlated it to Ahsoka. I think that bird could be, and I could be totally wrong here, it could be the daughter. So the embodiment of the light side from Mortis. I don't know. What do you guys think? We actually got a Clone Wars variation of Vader. I thought the closest thing was from the Mortis arc. Seeing Morai was amazing as well. Maul was an absolute beast, and what they did with Rex in this arc. Dude, Maul was savage, man. He was cool. He was savage. It was so hard to see Jesse and Rex fighting. Yeah. I'm in tears right now. Rest in peace, my boy Jesse. I'm still wondering how Rex helped Wolf get his chip out. Also, may the 4th be with you. Yeah, maybe they like found him later on and took it out somehow, you know? How do you become a member? You guys think it's the daughter too? Nice. Yeah, I think so, man. She's probably watching and being like, oh no, everything's gone terrible. I love the little bits of the theme that played at the end of the Twilight of the Apprentice peppered throughout the episode. Me too. The sad thing about these 4 parts is we're going to see Ahsoka have pretty much her own battalion just to lose them as so soon in such a way. I agree, but it was very touching that happened. For all your hard work and for what it's worth, this episode was touching. The episode really has brought such a numb feeling and such an amazing just overall experience. I respect everything you do, my friend. Keep it real. Thanks, crazy man. Watched with headphones, and my sisters apparently texted each other about me crying at the end. The scene with all the helmets just hurt. It did. I agree. Teddy, thank you. I think the most emotional moments of End is how Vader sees not only Ahsoka's lightsaber, but a clone helmet painted for her. Love your content, bro. Thanks, buddy. Filoni knows war tortures the living, the children. I had chills. The ending, super heavy episode. I wish Boba Fett and Cad Bane arc wasn't canned. Canned? Right. Yeah. Hey, maybe they'll make it, you know? And the Asajj Ventress and Quinlan Voss arcs. Was that Hoth? Yeah, that's what I thought too, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so. There are more than one snowy planets. What do you guys think? Was that Hoth? Type 1. If you think it was Hoth, type 2. I'm going to go with 2 for no. Was that Morai at the end? I think so. I feel that it was perfect ending to the series. It was definitely a well-done finale. When it tugs on your heart like that, you know it's well written. Wish it was longer, but still, it was perfect. Mind-blowing ending. Dave Filoni is the GOAT. My guess is the Bad Batch had malfunctioning chips. Now we get the Rise of Skywalker 2. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th, man. It's a very special day. It's from about 27 minutes. I bought the Rise of Skywalker on YouTube like over a month ago. So for me, like I couldn't wait. I was like, I want to see this again. The final scene with the helmet at the end to me truly indicates the end of an era. Like, this is goodbye, and it makes me incredibly sad. I know. Just imagine going back to Anakin in episode 9 of this season. Was it episode 9? No, episode 8, I think it was. Yeah. And when he's like, you know, with Obi-Wan, and he's, dude. And now he's just Vader. The poor guy. This episode was one of the most emotional roller coasters. I thought I was ready, but I was not. Dude, me neither. It's currently 7:10 a.m. here in Scotland. I just woke up, almost thought I was late to the party. Love everything about this channel. Revan. Hey, right on, dude. Scotland's a beautiful place. I've never been there, but I've always wanted to see it. I would have been cool to see Caleb Kanan escape from Order 66. That would have been cool. Meant Revenge of the Sith, my bad. All good, little king. Is Vader's eyes not being Sith yellow when he picked up Ahsoka's saber significant? I think it is, and I think that's something I'm going to talk about in the breakdown. Okay. This is proof that regardless how you feel about the Disney movies, Star Wars still has that spark. The spark that can just make you feel the highest joy and also rip your heart out. Yeah, you know, I think Lucasfilm really knocked it out of the park with this, man. They did a fantastic job. How do you become a member? Lol. If you're on your mobile phone, you can... Oh, I didn't put the link in this video. Just go on a PC or something like that, and just go to my channel. You'll find the join button. I love the little bits of the theme that played at the end of Twilight of the Apprentice, peppered throughout. It was so sad to see Jesse versus Rex. I think we read some of these, right? Do you think we're ever going to find out what happened with Gregor and Wolf during this time? I hope so. Bruh, this is way too much to take in. This is something we all loved and understood. Gone. What do you think, Star Wars? What will be the future of the saga? Oh, right. I think we read these, right? Sergeant Thomas of Delta Squad says Vader looks better. Yeah, we read these. Okay. Loving all your content. This was legit the coolest story arc ever. It was very dark and depressing. Keep up the great work. Happy May the 4th from South Korea. We read. Okay. Where am I now? Losing my place. I don't want to miss some super chats because first it's rude and second of all I'll get yelled at by you guys. I think it's the daughter too makes the most sense, especially with the world between worlds. Yeah. I want that Boba Fett and Cat. Do you think if Anakin went into the world between or Vader went in there, he would change things? He'd stop himself from... Should imagine. You know, that'd be a funny animation I could create. He goes in the world between worlds, stops himself from cutting off Mace Windu's hand, and then just vanishes. Just like we just see like a blue lightsaber interject from the side of the screen, stopping his. What if Maul helped Windu kill Sidious while Ahsoka slowed down Anakin in the temple? Would Sidious get owned? Best potential lightsaber duel ever? Sidious would destroy them both. 100%. What do you guys think? Hey, type 1 for Sidious beating Maul and Windu at once. Type 2 for Windu and Maul defeating Sidious. A series, The Rise of the Empire, something like that, which would be a direct continuation, but the transition of Clone Wars to the Empire between the Clone Wars and Rebels would be amazing. What do you think? I think that would be really cool. I think you're right, Wilson. Of course, when I say credit scene, I mean if we knew the story. And also, I like to think Anakin later approaches Ahsoka as a Force ghost. That'd be nice. Someone edit the S7 episodes alongside Revenge of the Sith movie. In the end, you can see Vader's reflection. The ending was grim and poetic. A lot of you are typing 1 and 2. I see a lot of 2s. A lot of you think Maul and Mace would kill Sidious? No way. No way. I don't think so, bro. How sad do you think Qui-Gon was when he saw Anakin fully embrace the dark side? Favorite moment in Season 7? Dude, he was probably rolling in his grave. Favorite part of Season 7? Probably all of Episode 10. Dude, nothing beats that anticipation. It was so good. What do you think happened to Ahsoka's Shoto Saber? Ahsoka only put down the regular one. You've been my favorite for a while, bro. Keeping awesome. Thanks, Graham. I think she lost it on the Venator. This episode really touched me. Insane. It really touched every Star Wars fan. Just paused at 2049 and was shocked that you could see Anakin's eyes. I didn't notice that. Can't wait for the next season of Mando so I can watch all the entire saga beginning to end again. Even game movies. Thanks for all you do. Hey, thanks, John. How will it tie in with Salacious B. Crumb? Oh, God. Salacious Crumb is the little alien dude in Jabba's palace. He's like, the really annoying guy. I think Ahsoka left her lightsaber there, so if anyone found it, they would think she was dead. So when Anakin He thought in a way killed her or just thought she was dead. No, because he saw the helmets and he didn't find a body. So we should do a Revenge of the Sith watch party. We should. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that. Did you also think when Ahsoka pulled off Rex's helmet, she was going to kiss him? What? During that scene, I was saying, don't do it. No. Blessing, brother. Dude, Rex is like her older brother. Blessing, brother. Nothing but the mighty force to be with you always. Protect Star Wars Theory. Thank you, Andrew. Maul is now my favorite Sith. Yeah, Lord Maul. Lord Maul. Do you think Ahsoka knew about Luke? Love your channel. No. I don't think so. Do you think Rex choosing to fight and even be willing to kill his own brothers to save Ahsoka is a parallel to Anakin destroying the Order for Padme? Not really, because the Order wasn't evil, right? The clones turned evil. Yes, please. The Mandalorian Season 2 watch party with you, Star Wars Theory. You rock. Thanks, Karen Ola. Do you think Vader has no remorse or regret? Oh, dude, he's got tons of remorse. Are you kidding? He's a ball of remorse. Or is he feeling loss and sadness at the potential death of his former Padawan? He's feeling regret to the point where he kind of overcomes it by being more evil and like blaming others for this regret instead of blaming himself. Love your stuff, Star Wars Theory. By the way, the sixth brother of the Inquisitors had Ahsoka's lightsabers in the book Ahsoka, so he might have gotten them from Vader. It's possible, yeah. Ahsoka's robes remind me of her last scene in Rebels. What about Gregor or Commander Wolf? Decided to watch your fan film instead. I cried. Dude, go watch Clone Wars. This episode was perfect. It makes me wonder how it will connect to the Rebels sequel that's apparently coming. Keep up with the fantastic work. Hello from Australia. Your videos make me fall back in love with the prequels. I loved how the final scene had no dialogue. Amazing. Also made a fun little L to celebrate the date. Happy May the 4th. Cheers, May. Hey, cheers, Imperator. Now this is all over. What's next? Would you prefer New Republic? I think we're gonna get Old Republic. I hope. I mean, I don't think we will, but I hope. I want Boba Fett and Cad Bane arc finished. Yeah, that'd be nice. Lucasfilm, you did a fantastic job. Seriously, guys. Do you think they would ever make a Maul series that follows him after Order 66 to the events of Solo and maybe Rebels? Dude, I just want to see Solo 2, where we see Maul on Dathomir. What the hell? Working the night shift at the hospital, but glad I caught the stream on my break. Love the vids. Hey, thanks for helping, man. Seriously. All the nurses and doctors and everyone at hospitals right now, thank you so much for everything. Just saw the ep. I can't even. Episode 10, 11, 12 has been some of the best Star Wars ever. It's true. The Darth Vader reveal was jaw-dropping. Also, he looked great. Dude, he looked epic. Is Monday the day of the last episode? No, we just watched it. That was it. The last arc needs to be cut together, released as a movie. Let Filoni add in 10 more minutes of content for full 120. Filoni cut. Everything's got a cut nowadays. Yeah. Well, even, with that interview with Sam Witwer on Rule of Two, he said, there were so many extra scenes that were cut for Rebels, even with Maul. So you can only imagine how many extra bits they put in there for Clone Wars or Revenge of the Sith or whatever. Do you think today we'll learn what has to come for the franchise? Also, do you think Luke could someday give Ahsoka her lightsaber back? Maybe. Jeez, have I been this zoomed in the whole time? Oh, God. Do you think Vader used Ahsoka's crystal in his? No, because he used Kirak and Fila's. We saw that in the Vader comic. It was a green crystal, and he made it bleed red. You can watch you can go read the comic, or you can watch my explanation of it, where I brought it to life. It's on the channel. Vader bleeds his crystal, it's called, or something like that. Vader turns his crystal red. I don't know. I forget my own titles. I think the Bad Batch were like OG ARC troopers and weren't considered healthy by Kaminoans to receive the implant. That's my guess. What do you think? That's a good guess. I like that. Good night, Star Wars Theory. Thank you again. Hey, thanks, Wilson. Good night. Darth, thank you. Renchi, absolutely loved the episode. Got the same feelings I got after Endgame. Feel kind of lost. Where do we go from here? Hate not knowing. Been with you for a minute. Love you, dude. Keep being you. Thanks, Renchi. Yeah. We're in an interesting spot now because it's like, where do we go from here? It's like pretty much all the stories have been told, but yet we just have more that have opened up now that can be told. So it's like with each story that closes, there's a new one that opens up. So I'm excited. I think this is pretty cool. Sergeant Thomas, I'm on the East Coast and saw the episode. It's amazing. Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Thank you, Tony Rose. Beautiful way to end the show. I think I would have been on the floor crying if I heard a part of Obi-Wan's speech on Mustafar when Vader was on screen. Yeah, they could have done something like that, but the way they did it was they just jumped, and it was pretty beautiful. This episode felt very fast-paced, but still very emotional at the same time. Looking forward to the new fan fictions. Imagine a spin-off where Ahsoka is in her late 20s to evade the Empire and trying to stay in touch with Rex. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know how they get separated. I would have loved a small Jedi Fallen Order Easter egg. I forgot that all happens in the same time, too. I know it does. It would have been cool if Ahsoka and Cal meet up. Could you imagine? Maybe she's in the game, in the second game. Now for Rebels. I love and enjoy all of your content coming to you from Idaho, but I just found out that Element, a skateboarding brand, is doing a collaboration with Star Wars for apparel. Excited. Thank you for all you do. All right, Michael. As a Marine, seeing the troops' helmet reminded me of losing Marines. We could put their helmets up in the same way, dressing up as Vader for May 4th. Hey, thanks for your service, Scott. Yeah, that was definitely a touching. So you got to think like how many different walks of life they have in these in the writings and makings of these episodes. They probably have a lot of military men in there and women. Star Wars 3 I finished. I wish they made the episode, 4 episodes, 45 minutes. That would have been the best. But also, these are short and sweet, right? You don't want a long episode. That's something I got always is people were saying, I wish, Vader episode 1 was like 40 minutes. Is like, sure, we could have made it 40 minutes, but it just would have been a lot of filler and talking and like, nah, man. We want to tell a story. We don't want a runtime, right? But I get what you mean. I think it would have been cool if they extended it with, just some more stuff of what happens here and there, but they're probably saving it for something else. A future what if for you. What if Ahsoka made it to Coruscant with Maul? Yeah, that'd be sweet. Joshua, Jennifer, thank you. Enjoyed your content. May the 4th be with you from Washington, D.C. Right on, Jennifer. Thanks. Ahsoka is still alive in The Rise of Skywalker. No, she's dead. So how does she speak to her via the Force at the end of the movie? Also, I'm not telling her Ezra. No, Ahsoka's probably dead at that point. I would love if Luke found Ahsoka's saber and gave it to her, like how Rey held it out to him later. Yeah, it'd be nice. When Ahsoka was taking Rex's helmet, were you also thinking, please don't kill? No, I wasn't. I didn't think that. You should definitely watch all of the Rebels. It's pretty emotional and one of the best additions to the Star Wars media, to be honest, especially the later seasons. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I gotta watch them. I've seen the important bits. Is this the first time we saw Rex actually get shot? Is it? Could be. Echo says, any guess on what year the end might be? Vader has his saber already, sometime after episode 3 passed, but still has red eye covers on the helmet, so before episode 4. Yeah, I mean, it ties into Rebels, and they're stormtroopers, so I'm going to guess it's like 6 months, probably, after. Time to play some Res Evil 3. Okay. I hope they announce a new series during Celebration this year, if there is one. Yeah, I hope there is one. Got my tickets. Glad I managed to watch the stream on my break. Can't wait for the next Vader episode. The channel is keeping me awake while doing my shift at the hospital. Much love to the channel from Texas. Hey, right on, Manny. Thanks for everything you do out there, buddy. Hey, man, big fan. Go to my go-to for anything Star Wars. Quick question. Did you ever finish your episode 8 rewrite? Can you do a rewrite for episode 9? I didn't. I just feel like there's just so much controversy anytime I try to touch anything with the sequels now. So it's like, you know what? I might as well not. I'll just write them myself, and that's it. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll release something. I put the episodes starting from Order 66 and Revenge of the Sith together, and the last time you see Ahsoka, Anakin, and Obi-Wan are on Mustafar. Yannick, thanks, dude. Super Mouskers. I also want to say that this makes this incredibly depressing is that the clones' final thoughts were probably filled with their urge to kill Rex and Ahsoka. Yeah. Wow, I just watched it and bawled like a baby. I'm pretty sure we all did. If you cried, type 1. it would be awesome to see Vader versus Maul. That's what I have like this is another scenario is that, you know, they actually went to Coruscant. They didn't jump out of hyperdrive. They didn't jump out of hyperspace, and Maul, Ahsoka, and Rex ended up on Coruscant with the clones. The clones went into the temple from the Venator, or, you know, whatever, they followed Ahsoka in there, and Maul goes in there too, maybe to find Sidious or something, and you know, he sees Anakin, and him and Anakin have like a little square off. Anakin like dusts him, and or, you know, that would have been really cool. But we got a different ending, so I don't think Vader has Sith eyes when he has the saber, but hard to tell with the tint. I'm gonna go and doctor the photo and brighten it up, see what it looks like. Do you think Anakin Vader would try to entice Ahsoka to the dark side like he tried with Luke? No, because no, I don't know. I don't know. Hi from Latvia. What was in the box in your fanfic? Woo, going far back. It was the head. So I'll let you think on that one. Think the movie Seven with Brad Pitt. You think the clones would feel guilt over time due to what they've done? We're glad we were wearing helmets because we couldn't look her in the eyes. Yeah, maybe if they've, you know, snapped. But I mean, the inhibitor chip is working all the time, forever. So unless they take it out. Do you think the final scene took place before or after the Rebels fight? I don't know which fight you're talking about. I think this is all before Rebels. The ending there ties into Rebels, I think. If it was after, how do you think that would impact things? Love from WI. Do you think Ahsoka knew about the twins? I don't think so. No. I never knew how much of a Star Wars fan. She probably thinks Anakin's dead. I never knew how much of a Star Wars fan I am until I watched the show. Rex got shot in like season 2 or something. He met the clone that was a farmer with a family because he almost died. Right. I remember that one. Hey, I wonder if that guy executed Order 66. My bad, they did take out their chips. These Rebel episodes from season 2 are much cooler now. Like a continuation of this last Clone Wars episode. When are you going to do more Spotify podcasts? Dude, that guy disappeared on me, man. There was a company that was doing it. They're like, hey, like, we're going to start doing these podcasts for you. Like, you know, just give us access to your videos. And I was like, all right, sure. And they were like, yeah, we're going to get you to the Rise of Skywalker premiere, blah, blah, blah. And dude, the guy vanished, completely vanished. So there's that. They're on there, though, so you guys can enjoy it. Pull an all-nighter and have a prequel marathon? Should we? Restart the timer? Rex got shot on a speeder. Also, I'm a big fan. This episode has been unbelievable. Ahsoka needs a show following her path post. Oh, a show following her path post Order 60. Yeah, I agree. Still annoyed with the fact that Ahsoka could deflect practically every shot from 50 clones, but Mundi couldn't last 5 seconds. Yeah, that's a bit. But I mean, Mundi didn't expect it. So, and Ahsoka had that brief moment where Rex saved her, right? So if they just turned and shot her, she'd be dead faster than Kiadi. At least he deflected some. So, type 2 if you think Rebels is garbage. What? Nah, man. Rebels isn't garbage. Rebels isn't garbage. It's great. Why would you say that? Elite 18. Thank you, dude. And that is the end of the super chats. I think if I missed some, I'm very sorry, but there were a ton of you. You guys are so generous. I'm going to go and make the breakdown video. Guys, please make sure you subscribe to the gaming channel because I'm going to hop on there after I make the breakdown video and play some Call of Duty with you all. Angry Farmer Clone is said to be hunting the Jedi with his shovel. Yeah, with his pitchfork. Let's take a moment to appreciate Fives. None of this could have happened without him. It's true. And Rex, if he didn't hold off. The Clone Wars made Revenge of the Sith story a lot better. Plus, been watching since the year you started. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Sloth Gaming. I'll take 10 shots if you start The Phantom Menace right now. Well, I don't want to destroy your liver, so... But I'm actually very tempted to start The Phantom Menace right now. I don't know. Should we do that? I mean, I wouldn't stream it. We would just put up a timer. and we just watch the Phantom Menace. Oh, what do you? I don't know. That's a good, not because of the shots thing. I don't want you to do that. That's bad for your liver, buddy. But how many of you would be down to actually watch the Phantom Menace right now all together? Just pop it on. Since I won't be able to actually know, and yeah, okay, I want likes and all that, but this is the best way I can see it. So hit like right now if you want to stream a timestamp just like this that we did for the Phantom Menace. Dude, I don't want to do that. I want to go make the breakdown, and then I want to play Call of Duty. I want to see those likes. If those likes go up by like at least 3,000, then I'll do it. Then we'll watch the Phantom Menace right now. They're at 7K. If it goes up to over 10K, pushing 10K, then we'll do it. If I didn't have anything else to do, like make that breakdown, which is going to take probably a couple hours, then okay. How do you think Rex fought Order 66? Jesus, already jumped 400 likes. Oh my God, 500 likes already in like a second. Oh. How do you think Rex fought Order 66? His love for Ahsoka, and I think it took some time to actually kick in. That's the problem. So, he was able to kind of like stave it off for a couple seconds, and you could see he was fighting internally to not do it. He was shaking. So, that little bit gave Ahsoka that extra time that she needed to kind of be like, what the heck's going on here? And you know, defend herself. And he's like, you know, fine, fives. Jeez, 8,100 likes. God damn it. Well, it's not 10,000. Am I wrong? Because Mundi's death used to make me laugh. He didn't stand a chance. Rest in peace, Shroud Attack on the Wookiees. Dude, I always kind of laughed at Mundi's death, too. I'm sorry for the Mundi fans. He's one of my favorites, but... Dude, it just seemed so like confused. Just like, Scar, let's go to battle, of course. And then just turns around like, what are you doing? And then just gets capped hard, dude. I thought that was, oh man. Just go do your thing, man. Save Phantom Menace for another night. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I only drink for Star Wars. I go to boot camp in a month. I know, man. I know, but. Save those organs, baby. Ian, thank you for being a new member. What was that Morai flying on top of Vader? I think it was, yeah. What do you think happened to the Bad Batch squad? I think they probably were, I don't know, they overrode their inhibitor chip or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in a comic. Any idea what planet they were on at the end? I don't know. I really don't. It's not Hoth. It was like some yellow-looking planet. I don't know what planet it is. I'll have to do some research. Google will be my friend, but also Google is always wrong in that sense, because, yeah. The Bear Jew says, if there was episode 13, what should be in it? I would say showing what happened with Wolf. I think that would be cool. Where Maul went, how he got the black saber again, or the dark saber, and where Ahsoka went with Rex. I think that would be cool. And how Vader's dealing with everything that just happened. You can't leave us, says Lord Wicked. Dude, I'll just be on the gaming channel where real men cried. Got that right, Robbie. Joey Gladstone. Hey, Joey Gladstone, no way. Thanks, man. Arius says his hesitation to Order 66 could also have been a result of him actually knowing about the chip on top of his love for Ahsoka. Yeah. Maybe he was fighting the chip. He's like, I feel something weird's going on. $200 from the Milkman. Dude, prequel party. Do it. Jeez, buddy. I gotta go make that. I gotta go make that breakdown, man. $200 is very tempting, though. I appreciate that, but I gotta get to work. The planet looked like a game, like Agamar. Let me see this. did. A little bit. Yeah. Yeah, check it out. Kind of. Agamar was a barren, rocky planet located in the Agamar system within the Outer Rim. Yeah, but it's like, who wrote this? You know, like that maybe that guy was off as wrong. Agamar was an agri-world in the Murgrashir system of the Lahara sector. At one time, part of the Rakatan Infinite Empire and home to an underwater civilization, Agamar became part of the Galactic Republic prior to the New Sith Wars and later joined the Confederacy of Independent Systems shortly before the Clone Wars. The site of fighting between Republic and Separatist forces, it was once more in Republic hands by the end of the Clone Wars and subsequently became part of the Galactic Empire. Resistance to Imperial rule led to the destruction of the small town of Tondatha as punishment, after which Agamar resistance joined the Alliance to restore the Republic. Agamar, however, remained in Imperial hands for several more years before eventually joining the New Republic during the early stages of the Yuuzhan Vong. Whoa, this is really Legends then. It's interesting. It might be. Might be, dude. Yeah. I don't know. It's possible. Doom, doom, doom. All right, guys. I'm gonna go get to work on this breakdown for you all. Jeez, what's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Look for hyperspace lane from Coruscant to Mandalore. Yeah. Hyperspace lane. Coruscant to Mandalore. Hyperspace route. Let's see here. The hyperlane. Hyperlane known as a... Okay, so let's bring up this image here. Corellian Run. Prolimian trade route. Alright, okay, here's Tatooine. Where the heck's Coruscant again? There's an axis. Here's Coruscant right here. Okay. Sorry, right here. This is Coruscant. And then let's find Mandalore. Nope. Mon Calamari. Camino is out here. Rishi Maze is out here. And Rhodia, Faline, Harun Kal. Malastare is over there. That's pretty cool. Dega was out here. Wow, Yoda really went far, you can tell. Celeste. Mustafar is out here. It's not too far from Mustafar, which is pretty funny. Utapau. Postmosa, Bespin, Hoth. Endor. Rat attack. Let's go up here. Let's do Mandalore. Dathomir. Bandomir. Mandalore, right here. So, from here, if they're sticking with this map from here, can you guys see it? Oh, you guys can't even see it. I'm sorry. Okay. Right here is Mandalore. Let me try to zoom in here for you. Okay. You good? Yeah. Right here is Mandalore. Okay, then we all come all the way down here to Coruscant. So in between here, it could be Anaxis, Korlag, Chandrilla, Brental. But depends which lane they're taking. I'm guessing they took this one, obviously. Unless they took... Jeez. Which one did they take? They probably took this hyperspace lane. I mean, that would be the most obvious. Maybe Bogdan? Oh my god. Is it Bogdan, dude? Bogdan was a planet located in the galaxy's inner rim on the Hiding Way. That was orbited by multiple moons, one of which is a location where the Sith Lord Darth Tyrannus secretly hired the bounty hunter Jango Fett to become the cloning template for the future Grand Army of the Republic. I mean, that'd be pretty cool if it was Bogdan. But alas, I don't think it is. It's interesting. Hope we see Anakin go ham on some younglings. It's gonna look like Agamor. Yeah, but Agamar's not even here, though. So, I mean, it would have to be basically any planet, depending what route they took. Alderaan to Passy. Looks like Boggan or Essels. Yeah. It was a moon, not a planet. Oh, yeah, you're right. It was a moon. Maybe it was one of the moons of Bogdan. Yeah. Could have been a moon of Bogdan. Yeah, because they said they were being sucked in by the moon. Oh god, okay. Do you think there's any chance they will remake Revenge of the Sith in the Clone Wars style? Oh, with ideas and scenes that didn't make it? No. They didn't even want to show anything in here to touch George's work, so they're leaving it as is, which is how it should. It's not like Ahsoka. It's not an Ahsoka show. They should have also shown more of Anakin's turning to the Jedi and the Jedi Temple battle. I was upset that we saw none of Anakin. Right, but we also got to preserve what George did, so I just watched the episode. I'm literally shaking at this moment. I started shaking when Vader appeared when he had Ahsoka's blue lightsaber. That was insane. Can we do individual movie streams starting on a specific date? I need rest. Yeah, we'll do it another night. Is the Clone Wars a perfect ending to the Skywalker timeline that we should move on to a new era? Yeah, well, that era is closed now, so we'll be moving on. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I still want to get the Son of Dathomir. Make a petition so that Dave makes a new show called Order 66 Aftermath. That's cool. Dave actually put something out around the time episode 9 came out, and it was a picture, and he indicated that Ahsoka may not be dead around 9. Really? Interesting. Yo, I'm hyped for this episode of Star Trek. Right on, dude. Harry Potter and the Order of the One Ring. Screw my liver, I will watch my career with great interest too. Travis, come on, man. Couldn't the planet be Ilum? Was it always frozen? Yeah, Ilum was always icy, I think, right? That's interesting. Maybe it was Ilum. No, it wasn't Ilum. There's no way. They would know. And Ilum was icy even in the Clone Wars, so couldn't the what's Halarala? Halarela. Bro, that's a hard name. Halarela. Thank you for becoming a new member. Sorry I butchered your name. Mackenzie says, I wish we got more answers like what happened to the younglings from the gathering. Yeah, me too. A lot of things unanswered, but maybe we'll get that someday. I'm watching the Mandalorian Gallery show now. Oh, that'd be cool to watch. I want to watch that, but I got to do this breakdown. Do one prequel tonight, perhaps? Nah, it won't be tonight, man. As a series finale, I was a bit let down. The final scene was really cool, but the rest of the episodes just felt like a video game escape scene. I see what you mean, but, we got to realize that Anakin's story has been told with Revenge of the Sith, and they wanted to go a different route where it's untouched, so that when we watch this, we know what's happening during Revenge of the Sith, and then vice versa, which is interesting. I like that. I'm watching. Were the stormtroopers at the end still clones? I think they were. Yeah. They didn't all die. A lot of them were alive. Do you think Maul went back to Mandalore after escaping the ship? That's possible. But all the clones are still on Mandalore, right? So they're probably taking control of it. Make a petition so that Dave Filoni may... I don't think petitions really work as well as people think. I think they just get the idea out there, you know? But that's about it. Ingmar, which is very powerful in itself. Ingmar Friss, thank you. Matthew Porth, thank you. Daniel Maya, thank you. Wait, do you think Vader found Ahsoka's lightsaber after the Battle of Hoth? No, this wasn't Hoth. So. Did Maul's face express sympathy for Ahsoka after he made his getaway? I almost feel like he was thinking of going back, but that obviously he didn't because it's Maul. Ahsoka's name is such a hoot over here in Japan. We hear it every day. Means, oh, I see. Oh, really? It's Ahsoka over here to differentiate it from oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. Ahsoka instead of Ahsoka. Interesting. Oh, I see. Were the stormtroopers at the end still clones? Yes, I think. I just finished it and I cried at graveyard scene. Yeah. The whole thing was very touching. Guys, why did they visit the graves and how did they know where the ship crashed? Gonna go. Happy Star Wars Day. Happy May the 4th. I hope you guys enjoyed the animation that I released yesterday, or I guess 2 days ago now. It's 12:11. I'm gonna go make the breakdown, and then we got Rule of Two tomorrow, which we'll talk about everything, and then take in your guys' questions as well, since it's gonna be live. So it's 5 p.m. tomorrow. Am I forgetting anything here? How did you feel about this episode with the concept art look? Oh, at the end, you mean? I love this episode. I think it was extremely moving. Would you cover the Cade Skywalker comic series? Sure. If petitions don't work, how much do I have to pay for such show? I don't know. Yeah, I guess petitions could work, but I don't know. Yeah, you want to make a petition? Make a petition. Who knows? It might work, buddy. Maul felt sympathy, then remembered his training. Then remembered he just needs to get the hell out of there. It would have been cool if he teamed up with Ahsoka. That's what I thought might happen, but no. But I think she did right in the Rule of Two. It made that theory where Maul was freed by Ahsoka, and she did. But it would have been cool if she gave him her blue lightsaber. It would be sweet. Would be cool if they crashed on. It's such a jarring image to see a Sith who has a red lightsaber to use a blue one. Would be cool if they crashed on Jakku. Everyone wants to go back to Jakku. Why? I question why Organa never told Ahsoka he knew of Jedi survivors. Just keeping it quiet, man. He already watched the episode. Yeah, I already watched it, guys. So, those of you who are new here, don't forget MC Stream. Right. MC Stream tomorrow. Yeah, if we can get it back. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the super chats. This was very generous of you. Generous of you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was very moving. I can't wait to go watch it right now again. And which I guess I could do with you guys, but no, I'm gonna go watch it, and then I'll do the breakdown, and then join me on the gaming channel where I'm gonna do a live stream for Call of Duty, sometime in the next couple hours. And yeah, love you all. This was an amazing little bit in our Star Wars timeline as fans, where we could get together and watch something to do with Order 66 in canon. I'm very excited. It's very cool. Just makes you want to make episode 2 that much more. So. Maul's force feats in this was impressive. Most impressive. Vader becoming Grievous collecting sabers. I know, dude. He's going to have some metal detectors and just go around everywhere. I felt more emotion from this episode than the new trilogy. Right on. Yeah, me too. Love you guys. Catch you later. May the force be with you. See you tomorrow, today. You know what I mean.